This is Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp, sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
It's great to get everybody out on the grass, and we got two beautiful fields, we got a beautiful building that we're breaking in, and everybody's excited.
Yeah, we are. Hello, Training Camp 2023. The Jags off and running, and they hope they don't stop running for 201 days. That's 6.5 months from now. That date, February 11th, 2024, Super Bowl 58 in Vegas. Best video of today's practice is right here after practice. Some of the players' families on hand. This is Logan Cook's little guy. Already knows what he wants to do for a living. Take dad's job someday, kicking a football. Not just the big guys getting going. Today at the stadium, it was Baker Sports Media Day for the high schoolers. We hit the main storylines of the fall Friday nights here on this show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to First and 10 Training Camp. I'm Brent Martineau. Every weeknight on CBS 47 and Fox 30 at 11:15, we'll take you inside the Jags training camp and talk football. A new season begins, and there's reason for expectations, lofty ones. Right now, it's all about the offense. Trevor Lawrence and company look good on paper, and they looked good today to kick off camp. Doug Peterson has a lot of players to get the ball to in his game planning. Calvin Ridley impressed. The receiving group is super talented. Don't forget about Travis Etienne and many others. Team coverage with Action Sports Jax talking Jags day one. Olivia Tassley asked the fans about the new facility, but let's begin with Marcel Robinson talking Trevor.
And with the first practice in the books, the 2023 Jaguars football season is on the way. It's a new season and a new practice facility with some new pieces on the team, but everything about this team is not new. In fact, we talked to quarterback Trevor Lawrence after practice, and he said they're trying to take something from last year. That is the way they ended, the momentum, and all the success they had leading into the end of last season and starting this season just the same way.
Of course, it's a new year, and we have to go prove ourselves. But just the confidence and the energy that we have based off of what we've done and the amount of work we've put in together over the past, I guess, year and a half now with some of these guys, you feel that confidence and that energy for sure.
Now, the big news in the quarterback front was the Chargers' Justin Herbert getting a massive extension yesterday. Trevor was asked about that following practice, and he said he's not really concerned with what the other quarterbacks are getting paid. He's just focused on being a better leader for this team, improving as a player, and letting the rest take care of itself. At Jaguars headquarters, Marcel Robinson, Action Sports Jax.
Some notes from day one of camp. No surprise to get the news. DeJuan Smoot will start the season on the PUP list. That's a physically unable to perform list. Means he'll continue to recover from a late season torn Achilles. Won't be eligible to play in a game until week 5. Evan Ingram coming off that extension, and no-brainer for both sides. Easy Ingram has been doing a lot of work on his own. Thought he looked really good today and was ready to go. Shot Khan in attendance. It's a good time to be the owner of the Jaguars. More than 2,000 registered to attend day one of camp. Not all of them showed up, but still a nice crowd to see the new digs. Action Sports Jax Olivia Tassley has the fans' first impressions.
Football is back in Jax, and fans could not be more ready for this moment. A sold-out crowd started lining up outside the new Miller Electric Center early this morning before gates opened at 8 a.m. as fans are ready to see this Jacksonville Jaguar team. Some fans traveling hundreds of miles just to be here for the debut.
Lifelong Jaguars fan from Easton, PA. Made this trip here. This is my first time here. It's a great stadium, great practice facility, and I'm excited for the season.
I'm telling you right now, this place is amazing. The Miller Performance Center is beautiful, well worth the investment, and it's promising. Looking at Trevor right here, looking at the guys, they look ready.
Everybody looks good. Like, it's what I expected, especially continuing off of last season. We had low expectations going in. They exceeded expectations, and now they're continuing that success, which is awesome to see. All the rookies look great. So, yeah, I'm excited for next season.
Now, if you don't have a ticket to training camp, your next available option is on Thursday, August 10th. Until then, all training camps are sold out. At the Miller Electric Center, I'm Olivia Tassley, Action Sports Jax.
Yeah, and continue to check Jaguars.com for the latest on that. The Sunday Night Stars used to be studs on Fridays. Jacksonville is loaded with high school talent, and we talked to a lot of them today. Saw some dancing high schoolers. How about Andre Cisco? Getting ready for a big year, doing some dancing as well. Plus, some news on Chris Claybrooks coming up next.
You're watching Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp, sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
You know, right now, obviously, still ongoing investigation. He's still a part of the football team. Obviously, we take these things very serious here.
Doug Peterson on Chris Claybrooks, a Jags veteran corner who was arrested on 2 different occasions this offseason, once this past Friday for misdemeanor domestic battery and once in April for misdemeanor domestic assault. The April case has been settled. Welcome back to First and 10 Training Camp, day 1 of camp in the books. We're not allowed to get video of every play in camp, so a couple of big takeaways that you might not have seen highlights of. Calvin Ridley looked good multiple times today, and late in practice, Josh Allen was dominant on defense. Marcel Robinson mentioned the new extension for Chargers QB Justin Herbert this week. Next up, Joe Burrow, and then the next domino likely be Trevor Lawrence in 2024. Trevor sees the numbers.
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, that's pretty big news, but don't really pay too much attention to it. Obviously, I saw it, and you kind of keep up with just what's going on around the league in general, not even just contracts, but just, you know, kind of what's going on.
Yeah, $50 million a year could be some motivation to have a good season for Trevor. Trevor and several Jags signing autographs for some fans that were pre-selected from the crowd to get a moment with the Jags players.
Coach Bullock, that's a great man. He's fun to be around. He's funny. He's got Bullockism. He's always got words of wisdom.
Could be a fun year over at Mandarin High School with an FSU commit at quarterback and an Alabama pledge at wide receiver, plus more talent than just those guys. We're just under a month from the start of the regular season in high school ball, and today nearly all of our local teams made a stop at the bank for Baker Sports High School Media Day. As Action Sports Jack's Stuart Weber reports, everybody is ready to get the season going.
Each and every year, the best high school football players in our area make their way to the bank. And Baker Sports High School Football Media Day means football is right around the corner. And for these guys, it means more than anything to get back on the field again.
Our goal is to dominate. We don't want to just win. We want to go above and beyond. We want to make sure that people know that the Commanders came to play.
This whole summer, we've been putting in hard work. Every day we're out there, putting in the extra time. We got a lot of talent, but it's going to come down to how we can play as a team and not as individuals.
Last year was really a statement year for us, because that previous year we went on 10. So just coming back, we really had a chip on our shoulder. This is all coming together because we have a lot of seniors this year. So, everybody got something to prove.
Practices get going early next week with kickoff classics on August 18th and regular season starting up in Florida on the 25th of August. Of course, the Friday Night Blitz will be there to cover it all. For now at Baker Sports High School Football Media Day, Stuart Weber, Action Sports Jacks.
Oh, we got a ton of high school football coverage, and you can hit more of it on our Action Sports Jacks YouTube page. Marcel Robinson with an extended look at the deepest crop of QB prospects this area has ever seen. One more Friday Night Blitz. No, Bishop Kenny's Colby Sexton making his commitment known today. The Crusaders linebacker going with the Navy midshipman as he gets ready for his senior season. Congratulations to Colby. A championship game and a first pitch for the new coach at UNF. Some baseball coming up here on a football show. And speaking of football, Calvin Ridley spending time with family. Doug Peterson gets it. I think we'll see the players and coaches' families out there quite a bit the next few weeks.
You're watching Action Sports Jacks First and 10 Training Camp, sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
New UNF Ospreys baseball coach Joe Mercadante throwing a strike to former big leaguer Rick Wilkins. The festivities starting the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League championship game tonight at UNF. The Dolphins and Stingrays in a pitcher's duel in that title game, and the Dolphins had quite a few base runners early but could not get the 2-out hit to get on the board. They finally did break through in the last inning when Cade Abrez and Boone Hosey had big RBI hits. Congrats to the Dolphins on the championship win. Turner Seelinger with a complete game, one-hit shutout in the 2-0 W. Back to the football side of things, one camp practice in the books. Many more still to come. We'll see you tomorrow morning and maybe some of these dates as well. Then we'll see you again tomorrow night for another edition of First and 10 Training Camp. We are off and running in what could be a very fun fall in Jacksonville. Hope everyone has a good night, and we will see you out there at the training camp practice. Fun shot of Jamal Agnew, just one of the weapons the Jags have on offense. Don't forget about number 39. There'll be some wrinkles in there for Mr. Agnew. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp. Sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.